Welcome to part 4 of Printix's Best Practices series. Today we'll be talking about how we convert shared queues on client computers. We'll keep it really simple and only focus on this one task. Previous sessions showed how to get to this point where we set up the back-end infrastructure so we can now convert the queues on client computers and then migrate to Printix Cloud seamlessly without having any impact to the end user. In the last part of this Best Practices series, we took a look at what happens when you add a print server to an existing Printix tenant, especially what happens with the printer queues that are set up on that print server. This time we'll have a look at what happens with the printer queues that you might have shared across your client computers that are still hosted on your print server. For this reason, I will simply demonstrate a point and print installation of 2 shared queues off of my print server onto this client. I'll speed up the recording from here. Okay, so there's 2 printer queues that are hosted off of my print server that are now installed on my client operating system. Printix will take a look at the printer queues that are installed on my client operating system, and it will match and see if it can find the same queues in Printix Cloud. Printix will now take a look at the printer queues known in Printix Cloud, and it will realize that there are matching queues. This is based off of the queue name. These are the printer queues that are still hosted from my server, and the queues are also apparent over here in Printix Cloud. So once I restart the Printix service or reboot my computer, it will read the configuration, and because the conversion setting for this tenant is switched on, it will now go and match the printing queues, and any queue that it can find up here in Printix Cloud that is also installed on my Windows 10 machine will be converted. Let's take a look at that. I'll speed up the video for the restart of the service. We can now see the conversion in process. The result is the printer queues have now been converted, and the addition in the queue name on 2016 server PS has been removed. So this gives us a very seamless end user experience. To me, as the end user, the queues are still named the exact same way, and the look and feel of the printer queues is the exact same as it was before. We've left the print queue name, we've left the drivers and the presets in place. We've simply converted the queues so the port monitor doesn't point at the shared queue off of the print server anymore, but rather straight to the device. When we look at the printer properties, we can see that the ports show that we are now running the Printix service as opposed to the shared queue off of the print server. So the migration has been completed for these 2 queues, and the big benefit with this is I don't need to manage which printer queue is deployed on which computer. I can simply inherit what is happening on the print server and then migrate across using Printix Cloud to all client computers. Everything is left as before, but we can now start thinking about decommissioning that print server as all the clients are migrated across seamlessly. There's some prerequisites for this to work. First of all, the printer queues need to be known to Printix Cloud. These are the queues set up on the print server. Second of all, the printers need to be situated on the same network as the client computer. So that means if my computer is, in this case, on the Printix LAN, and this device is physically living on the Printix LAN in this office, I need to tell Printix in the settings for the printer that the network is the Printix LAN, if this is not already the case. Because we've discovered this printer initially from this desktop machine, we already know it's on the Printix LAN. Please bear in mind that if you don't start from your client computers in your locations, offices, sites, but rather go straight to the print server and start discovering the queues centrally, the printer queues and printers will all be on the same network as the print server. So as you roll out Printix client to your computers on different networks, you will have to make sure that the network that the printer is allocated to is correct. In this case, because this printer lives on the Printix LAN and my computer is also on the Printix LAN, all queues that are mapped onto my computer through that print server will be converted. Of course, we need to make sure that the setting in the tenant is highlighted so the migration policy convert print queues is switched on. We can also do this on the network level and actually do this for the Printix LAN only. So I could open up the Printix LAN and say I want to override the global setting to yes or no. In this case, the global setting is yes, so there's no reason for me to change this setting. It will do the conversion for all computers on all known networks. There's going to be another best practices video showing how to do this, starting from the print server and then slowly but surely rolling out Printix client to all of your client computers and then initiating the conversion for entire networks / your entire tenancy. I hope you found this helpful. Until next time, thank you.